How you doing? What's going on? Welcome to the replay, and welcome to Daily Fuel. My name is Bobby, and I am the host of this group. Facebook group. Facebook groups are a weird thing, aren't they? Um, Hi. Hey. Yeah, if you're watching in the replay, then do me a favor and let me know you're in the replay. You could say hello. You can write hashtag replay head trash. If you're watching me live, then you can comment live. Here's how this works if you're new here. I've got a spiel, a thing I'm going to go through. I'm going to ignore all the comments while I'm doing it, and then, but you guys can talk the whole time I'm doing my thing. And then when I'm finished with my thing, when my thing has had its time, then and only then your thing gets some time. That's how it works. Me first. No, I'm kidding. But I got my spiel, things I want to get across, and you guys can comment on it while I'm doing it, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to read all the comments, and we have a nice big conversation. Let's see. Donna's here. Hey. How are you? Nice to see you, Donna. Good morning to you. It's morning in Australia. I'm assuming you're in Australia. You didn't teleport somewhere else or take an airplane. One of those two things is possible. Jesse is here. Hello, Bobby. Hello, Jesse. How are you? And not much. Just going to listen while I work. Nice. And hashtag live. Yeah, yep, you're live, so you can do that one. And Amy's here. Hello, Bobby. Hello, artists. Hi, Amy. How are you? Nice to see you. So let's see. We're about 2 minutes in, so I'm gonna get started. You ready? Let's go. Head trash. We love head trash. We love it. You ever see the Saturday Night Live skit with Molly Shannon used to do this character where I forget who the character was, but she just had this thing where they'd be like, "How's that thing going? How's your movie or whatever?" And she'd be like, "Oh, I love it, I love it." Did you ever? Ever see that character? My wife and I, we do that all the time, and nobody else probably does it. You probably don't know what I'm talking about, so I look like an idiot right now. But anyway, that's head trash. We love it. We love our head trash, and it's really not good for us. It's like junk food. We love junk food, but we know it's not good for us. And usually, at least with junk food, we know it's not good for us, but and we know we're doing it anyway. But a lot of times with head trash, we don't even know. We don't even know that it's head trash. Now, what the heck am I talking about? If you don't know what head trash is, here's the thing. Head trash is all the beliefs and the myths and the stuff that we believe that's not true, that's working against us, and that believing it works against us because it makes us now take action that's against what we want to achieve. And I'm saying all this, and you're just like, well, why would we do that? Because we believe it. We believe that following the head trash is the way to go. Or sometimes it's just a habit and we don't even realize we're doing it. It could be one of those two things. So basically, though, we love it. We love our head trash. And I've got my things to say about that. My three things. Three things. Why do I do three? I don't know. I kind of started off that way, and three is just like I gravitate to it. I don't know. I know a lot of you will have a lot of opinions about that, or it means this, or it means that. I don't know. I just know that it feels right, and three just works for me, and I don't even fight it. So here they are. Number one. Number one is we have our ego that's trying to protect us. So the ego is this part of you that started from when we were like cavemen and we're like walking through the jungles, or we're coming out of our cave in the middle of the sun's coming up and we're coming out of our cave, and it's like, and that's a caveman yawning, right? We're coming out of our cave in the morning, and a saber-toothed tiger jumps out at us. Well, our ego is that fight or flight part of us that's like always on the lookout for danger. It's always on the lookout for danger. Well, I don't know. On the lookout for danger. Now, how does this person not know that I'm doing my live now and they're calling me? Hang on, I gotta mute my phone. I never mute my phone. I don't get calls. That's weird. Anyway, so the ego is like trying to protect us from this danger, right? And but I don't know about you, but I don't have any saber-toothed tigers outside my house. I don't even have wolves or bears. My dad has bears outside his house. That's kind of weird. Maybe everything I'm saying is wrong. My dad lives in Florida, and he's always showing me pictures of black bears, and he used to have an alligator in his backyard. So if you live in Florida, and probably Australia too, so Donna, some of this might not affect you. You got wild animals, you got to be on the lookout for them. But for the most part, most of us now live in places where we don't have that. And we don't need to be constantly in this state of fight or flight. And now we do it with everything. We are constantly in this state of fight or flight. And the ego makes up head trash to protect us from it. Things like, I'm not good at this or I'm not good at that. Basically what it is the stuff we use as an explanation or a justification as to why we can't get there. I'm not good at that. I'm just not good at that. That's not my thing, right? It's like this is all head trash that keeps us from going to where we want to go, but we love the head trash because it's a good scapegoat for when we don't get there. Well, I'm just not good at that, or I believe that the world works this way, and so I can't go there because the world works this way and it won't let me. The world won't let me is basically what head trash is. It's taking this energy, it's taking the responsibility for creating the life that you want, and it's putting it on something else that we can't control. Well, I can't control that. I can't make them do that. I can't make this thing happen. That's what head trash is. It's a way to protect us from taking responsibility. Otherwise, it's our fault. And who the hell wants to be the one whose fault it is? Not me. But you are. so that's that. So number one, head trash is that thing that protects us from taking the blame and responsibility for the crap that's going on in our lives. Because we don't want to. Now, tomorrow I'm going to do one called Taking Out the Head Trash, and we're going to talk about why we want to have that responsibility and why it's actually a good thing. But for right now, understanding that that's what head trash is when I'm talking about it. Now, there's another kind of head trash. There's the stuff we just default to. We might not be using it as an excuse or a scapegoat or something, but it might be those habits or those things that we do that we just kind of default to, maybe when you're bored. Here's a really good example. I noticed that I sometimes will pick up my phone and just start scrolling through news feeds. It seems kind of harmless sometimes. Be like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, look what's happening there. And oh, this guy's a moron. I hate them. And it's like you kind of just do it. And when you're bored, I noticed there was a thing I was going through where I was doing some video work, and every once in a while the computer would have to process a file or upload something, and I don't want to do something else while it's doing it, so it messes it up. So I'll be like, well, I got a couple minutes, and I wouldn't even think about it. You just like pick up your phone and you start scrolling through your news feed. If that's the news feed for me, it could be anything for you. It could be eating something. It could be looking at Facebook in just mindless things. The things that we do mindlessly. Do you know what I'm saying? So this kind of head trash is the stuff that we default to when we're bored and in our downtime, and it can really kind of hold you back, because what happens is you start calibrating to low energy stuff. You might meditate, you might do your energy work for maybe a little while in the morning, say, or whatever time you do your energy work, or maybe you forgot to do your energy work, right? But we don't forget to do this. We don't forget to do the head trash stuff because it's just our default programming. I'm bored, or whatever you do. I'm bored. Right? We just kind of do it without thinking about it. And what we want to do is to not do that. So my number 3 is, here's the good news. The good news is all of this stuff is learned. None of this stuff is programmed in at birth. You were born perfect and you learned how to do this. You learned how to cope with this particular head trash. And you learned this worldview from this other particular head trash, maybe from a thing that happened or something you learned as a kid, or it doesn't really matter. Now, the good news is you don't have to psychoanalyze your whole life and figure it all out and be like, this happened when I was 5, and now then it doesn't matter. You're here, and you can understand that there might be things that you believe or things that you do as a bad habit. They're all head trash. And you do have the ability to stop doing them. It just takes a little bit of effort. So my number 3 today is not how to do it. My number 3 today is that the good news is we can do it. We have the ability to do it. And tomorrow's Daily Fuel is going to be take out the head trash. We're going to get rid of it. And we're going to talk about ways to do that. By the way, take out the head trash. Is that an idiom that we say here where I live, or does everybody say that? Like, tomorrow the garbage men come and take the garbage away, and we call that taking out the trash. I literally take it out of the house and put it at the curb. Like, do you call it that in the UK or in Australia or even other parts of the United States? I have no idea. Sometimes we just say these things and we expect everybody knows what we're talking about. They're, take out the trash. What does that mean? I don't know. Do you say that? Let me know. Anyway, let's see what you guys have to say in the comments. Donna says, hey, and Jesse says, hey, and Donna says, live, and Amy says, hey, and Donna says, hang on, I need some water here. Donna says, hello, beautiful people, but especially Bobby. There you go. That's nice. Thank you. By the way, I lost a pair of my glasses. I have 2 pairs of glasses, right? I got these, and I have another pair. And I'm pretty blind without them. There's no way I'd be walking around the house for a little while and all of a sudden realize, oh, I don't have my glasses on. Like, I would notice immediately if I don't have my glasses on. I wouldn't walk into a wall, but I would notice that I can't see very well, you know? So the other day I went to grab my glasses and I opened the case and it was empty. And I was like, where could they be? Because there's no way I would like put them down somewhere and then walk away from them without knowing that I didn't have my glasses on. You know what I mean? I can't find them anywhere. Do you know where they are? If you know where they are, let me know in the comments. Robin says, good evening, Bobby. Good, everyone. and flowers. Thanks, Robin. Flowers and fairies, by the way. Thank you, Robin, for that. I like that. We have drop bears. Drop bears. Drop bears? I've never heard of a drop bear. I see the word bear, so I'm assuming that this isn't... they're bears. You know, my dad has black bears in Florida. They're not large, but they're bears. I mean, I wouldn't like go, you know, like punch one in the nose and be like, what are you going to do about it? You know, because you're not going to like the answer. But, you know, they don't like attack people. They just walk through the parking lot and they're like, hey, what's up? So they're like Yogi Bear. They're like there. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. I don't approve of that. I would not want bears walking around my house. That wouldn't be a good thing. You'd be surprised the wild animals outside my house. Well, you're a dragon, so you're fine. Nothing's messing with you. Donna says, I have head trash. If something happens I have no control over, it plays on repeat in my head. Oh, Donna, this is a really good example. So what's Donna talking about? When something happens and it plays on repeat in your head. Let's dissect that for a second, because, oh gosh, do I get that? Yes, I absolutely get that. And the head trash, I would suggest this. The head trash in this, think of it a little differently. The head trash isn't the playing it on repeat over and over and over in your head. The head trash is the habit of doing that. You can recognize that you're doing that and say, oh, I'm doing that thing where I play it on repeat over and over in my head, because tomorrow it could be a different thing. Tomorrow could be a whole different thing, you know, or the next day or the next week. Probably whatever you've got playing on repeat in your head that's bothering you isn't the same thing as a month ago or a year ago or 10 years ago. But the habit of doing it is pretty much the same. You've got this program in your head that it's like, oh, that thing happened, here we go, click, and it's like, repeat, oh, he's an asshole, why did I do that? Oh, I'm such stupid, and it just goes on and on and on. If you can practice paying attention to your thoughts, paying attention to yourself. Maybe every once in a while ask yourself, like, what am I thinking? Like self-check here. What am I thinking? What's going on here? And just notice, oh, I'm doing that thing where I'm playing it on repeat in my head. Well, I don't want to do that. And then pick a thing that could be something else to think about. Something I've been doing recently is I've been saying this phrase. Dr. Joe says you could just say change and start to think of a positive thing in your life. You can have a go-to thing. For example, it's hard to change if you don't have anything to change to. So if you can practice ahead of time and say my go-to thing is going to be my appreciation or gratitude for this or that. Something in your life that's going well, that's usually always good no matter what, or excitement over some other thing, like, oh, this thing is going really great in my life right now, that's going to be my go-to thing. Anytime I notice that my head trash is kicking in, I'm going to reverse it and go over to this thing instead. And so this thing I've been saying, Dr. Joe says you could just say change, and you can change to that. Or another thing you could say is I nothing that. And I really like this one. It's like, oh, I'm thinking of that thing again. You know what? I nothing that. That's nothing to me. And it kind of feels to me, saying that, it kind of feels like you're diminishing the energy that it has, the hold that it has over yourself. I nothing that. I nothing that. That's nothing. That's nothing to me. I like this thing instead. And just shift it. And the first time you do it, it might seem weird, and you might go to your go-to thing for like 5 seconds and then be like, oh, I'm so proud of myself. I went to my go-to thing. I stopped thinking about that stupid thing and that stupid person and that stupid thing and that stupid person. And now you're back in it again. And you don't even realize you're back in it again because the program is so strong. But then you do it again. Oh my God, I'm doing it again. Let me go to my go-to thing. And the more you do it, the more you turn and you go to that go-to thing, a funny thing happens. You just start realizing it before you get too deep into the negative self-talk. So thanks, Donna, for bringing that up. Stop doing that. Kirsten, hi. Hi, Bobby and all. Happy Monday. Hi. Nice to see you. Donna says, unlearning is hard, but it works. Yeah, it's hard. The steps aren't hard, but they take repetitive practice. Let's put it that way. It's not really hard. It takes effort. It does. It takes effort because sometimes we will say, I'm going to do this, and then we just don't, and then we think, oh, it's too hard to do that. But that's head trash because what is hard? Hard is something that's like impossible. Like if you said to me, run a 4-minute mile, I'd be like, no, that's too hard. That just ain't happening. It's just not happening, But if you said to me, you need to change your thinking so that you don't continue with this habit. Well, I understand that's going to be a challenge. It's going to be challenging, but it's not hard to the point that it's impossible for me to do it. But I have to get over the fact that the first few 100 times I try it, I might fail. That's it. You know what I mean? Because the programming is incessant, and it's not going to be like, oh, he's trying to change his programming, let's do it for him. No. The programming is going to be like, oh, some weird program is trying to come in and overwrite this normal program. We have to get rid of that, and so it's going to try and fight you and try to hold on to your normal programming, because to your ego, that normal programming is what protects you, is what keeps you safe. So it's hard in the sense that it's challenging. A little nitpick there. Take out the rubbish over here. Okay, but still the take out the, right? Whether it's garbage or rubbish or trash or whatever, it's still take it out, right? Take it to the curb. So that's on the other side of the world. So I'm just going to assume everybody on earth says this. Amy, we call it putting the bins out or taking the rubbish out. Okay, so same thing. It's taking out the. Yeah, good. Cool. That's 3 continents now. Donna, I too have tried to find my glasses without glasses on. It's not that I can't see my glasses because I've got other glasses on or I got my contacts in. I can't imagine. The only thing I can think of is that, because usually I'll take my glasses off and I'll put them on my dresser or I'll put them on my nightstand, or I'll put them in the drawer in the case. I usually try to do that one, but sometimes I leave them out on one of the two. Now, the cats don't really go up on my dresser, but I do have a cat that might knock it off the nightstand. But if he knocked it off the nightstand, it would be somewhere around the nightstand, and I have looked. It's not. I am baffled by the whereabouts of these glasses. Ray says, put the glasses out with the head trash. I hope not. I hope they didn't go in the garbage. That would have... we have numpties. What? I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. I must have said something like, oh, we have this here. And you're like, oh, we have numpties. And it would have made perfect sense if I had read that the moment I said what I said. But now... I have no idea what I said that would have prompted you to say that. What? We have numpties. I don't know what that could mean. So, I don't know. I'm going to move on. Sing ma na ma. What? Why did I try to sing that? Sing ma na ma na. That will get anything out of your head. I understand, like sing a song, right? But, what's Mana Mana? I don't know what that's supposed to be. Is that am I supposed to know what song that is? I don't know. Robin says, when you want to find something, say a prayer to St. Anthony. Like, St. Anthony, help me find my glasses. And while you are looking for them, say to yourself, my glasses, over and over. Something happens in your mind, and magically, where they might be will come to you. And when you look there thoroughly, that's where they'll be. It works. St. Anthony. Okay. I'll give it a shot. I understand the concept here of getting the mental picture of them and attracting it. Good. I'll try that. Thank you. Amy says, the habit of dwelling and replaying situations that occurred is something I've been practicing not to do since you mentioned painting the door red. Still a work in progress because changing old habits is head trashy. Eek. But I like that. I nothing that. Yeah, that's a good one. I nothing that. Paint the door red. That the idea there was a here. You know what? This is another good one for head trash. The painting the door red was a pattern interrupt. The idea there was to literally go get some red paint and paint your front door red. Not only does the red door have an energy, like a feng shui kind of a thing where it attracts energy into your home, but the process of stopping what you're doing and painting the friggin' door, it kind of interrupted the pattern of your life, of your day. That now you're doing this thing that you don't normally do, and it allowed you to change your brain patterns, to now think about this thing that you don't do every day, and it opens you up to attracting new avenues of thought and creating new habits. Still don't know what numpties are. The Muppets. Mana Manop. The Muppets. It's time to... Is that what you're talking about? I don't know what... Ray doesn't usually make me giggle, but you got me today. Okay, there we go. I think, well, that's the last comment, so we're done. Okay, goodbye. Ray, you can have the booby prize today. How you feeling this week, by the way? You feeling better? I hope you're feeling better. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Try to change your thoughts if you're noticing that head trash pop in. Just try to find a thing that you can make your new go-to thing. We'll talk about that more tomorrow. Have a good night or day. And nope. Oh, booby prize. Yeah, I gave it to Ray. Oh, wait, time out. Now Robin popped in too. I didn't believe in the St. Anthony thing. I thought it was silly and I pretty much didn't want to do it. But I did it and it worked the first time, so I do it all the time as my last resort. And I5 has. It has worked every time. The T and the 5 are right next to each other. It has worked every time. Yes. Okay. Very good. Adonis says booby prize. No. My comment, right? Because I almost skipped it. Mana manap. Do. Me? Oh, you want the booby prize? Is that what it is? Well, Ray and Robin keep commenting too. It has worked ever since. Okay, Donna, you can have the booby prize today because Robin's still disqualified until further notice. All right, guys, thanks very much. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful whatever it is. Bye bye. Thanks.